If you want to automate repetitive tasks and build simple workflows without coding, Zapier is one of the easiest tools to learn. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Zapier for workflows step by step, so you can connect apps, trigger actions automatically, and save time every single day. If this tutorial helps, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more software guides just like this. Now let's jump in. First, go to Zapier in your browser and sign in to your account. Once you're on the dashboard, look for the Create button and click it. This is where you start building a new automation. From the options that appear, choose Zap Workflows. This opens the workflow builder where you can set up your automation from beginning to end. The first part of every workflow is the trigger. Click on Trigger to choose what starts the automation. For example, you might use a new row in Google Sheets, a new email, a form submission, or another event that matters to your process. Next, search for and select an app, such as Google Sheets. Zapier will then ask you to choose a trigger event. Pick the event you want to use, like new spreadsheet row or new form entry, depending on your workflow. After that, log into your account when Zapier asks for access. This connects the app securely so Zapier can watch for the trigger and respond automatically. Once the trigger is connected, move on to the action step. Click on Action, then search for and select the app you want Zapier to use for the next step, such as Gmail. After choosing the app, pick an event for the action. This could be sending an email, creating a draft, posting a message, adding a row, or performing another task based on your setup. Again, log into the account for that app so Zapier can complete the action on your behalf. At this point, you've built the basic structure of your workflow. One app starts the automation and another app completes the action. Now click Build It in the top area to continue. Zapier will guide you through the remaining setup screens, and this is where you can review the details and make sure everything is mapped correctly. Before publishing, it's always a good idea to test the workflow. Click Test Run to make sure your trigger and action work the way you expect. This step is important because it helps you catch errors before the automation goes live. If the test works correctly, you'll see that the workflow is ready to use. The final step is to click Publish. Once published, your Zap will run automatically whenever the trigger event happens, which means your workflow is now fully automated. And that's it. You've learned how to use Zapier for workflows, connect your apps, test the automation, and publish it successfully. If you found this helpful, please give the video a like and subscribe for more easy tutorials, workflow tips, and productivity guides. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.